Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kevin Lee. Today I am at Icy Mike Gym, RKM. I have all these experts here. We're gonna talk about how to be a good partner for your they're going super hard right there. So we're gonna talk about today is gonna be how to be a good sparring partner. So stay tuned.
What are we doing? What are we supposed to be doing?
We're gonna be a good sparring partner for each other.
Oh yeah, I totally can do that.
Oh no. One man down! Cross the legs. Cross the legs.
Okay, he's back.
Where am I?
My cell phone.
Alright, so today we're gonna talk about how to be a good sparring partner. Of course, there's like size difference, speed difference, so what are some really good tips that you can share that to the audience that how to be a good sparring partner?
Yeah. We will go first?
Sure, let's go.
All right. The first thing that a lot of people forget is to put their ego aside. If the two of us are sparring, I should recognize right away we're not the same weight class. There's weight classes in fighting for a reason. If I go, okay, this person's lighter than me. I was just recently sparring with a girl who was 127 pounds. What am I going to do? Like, I'm not going to go in and hit her hard, but I also don't want to spend the whole time just being like, oh, I'm not going to do anything. So I go fast and I go light. All right? I should be able to push this person, but I have to remember that my normal punch, which normally like that might be fine for me, for them it's not. So you just gotta go more on the pull. So if we end up boxing, let's just say we're going fairly quick here. Yeah, we're just, we can touch, but nobody's gonna get hurt, and I can still push this person. If you're somebody who needs a lot of power, you're like, I wanna do power sparring, remember you only get one of these. You don't need, even myself as a pro fighter, I don't let my head get hit a lot anymore. So I do alternatives to sparring, full sparring, like body boxing. We can go, okay, we're hitting from the chest down through the torso. We can hit 100%, and we're just gonna block while still keeping our hands up. Don't body box like this, still here. And now we can start hitting harder. He can try and hit me, and I can hit him. And we're trying to work in, and you can go 100% on that, because if he does get hurt, it's gonna get the wind knocked out of him. He'll get back up, he'll recover. In 20 minutes, he'll be fine. Got to keep the head safe. That's my tip.
I agree.
Just take the ego out of it.
That's great tips. Thank you, sir.
Great stuff from Gabriel. The one thing that I always say to my students when we're doing sparring is I say, you're not going to impress me with speed, you're not going to impress me in power. What's going to impress me is good control, good timing, and this is your time to work on your strategy. And just like Gabriel was saying, like, this is beneficial to be able to control the impact of my shots, because if I can only throw it 100%, then my energy rate is going to drop throughout the fight. But if I know to touch like Lomachenko does, and then I see the opening, and that's when I rip the hard shot, now I'm going to understand my pacing and my endurance levels a lot better. So I have to be able to practice that in my training to have that control. My other tip would be, old boxing coach of mine gave me one of the best bits of advice that I continue to preach is, don't continue to do the same thing every round of sparring. Treat each round to work on a different strategy. If you're always working on plan A, and plan A doesn't work in the fight, you don't have a plan B, you have to practice this in your sparring. So have a plan B through Z. And that could be switching your stance and fighting southpaw. That could be being more aggressive, or the counter fighter fighting on the outside. It could be trying to clinch more, it could be trying to box more, trying to kick more. So make a list of different styles that are different from yours, and then take the chance in sparring to work on those while keeping good control the whole time.
That was great. What would you say to someone who goes super hard and super fast at all time?
I do a impact drill. So I'll have them hold their hand out, and then I'll say, I want you to start at 100% and then drop in increments of 10. Because oftentimes if I say 40%, it looks a lot like 99%. So I say, all right, let me see your hardest punch you can throw, and I throw a big punch. I'm like, now drop it to 90, and we do that in increments of 10. By the time we get to 30, I'm like, that's actually 30. I want you to continue doing that. And if I hear any loud cracks, you're done. So
That's a good tips. I like
Yeah,
that. Thank you, coach.
I think that the people that are going hard don't know that they're they don't know they're going hard. They're like, what are you talking about? You'll see a round, it'll be two guys killing each other.
Yeah.
Like, and both of them are like, what's wrong with that guy? Both of them say that when they leave the round.
Yeah.
But I like the idea, especially if you're more skilled than your sparring partner, pick something that you're not good at. Like, pick not your favorite technique.
Yeah. Because I think that's right. Because most of the time when I see people do it, it's like, oh man, this guy's going hard and fast. That's why I'm going hard and fast. So they're sort of blaming on each other, being a bad partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, coach.
All right, sir.
Yep. So I have, I love that, by the way, the incremental percentages. I'm
We're all
definitely
stealing
using
it.
that.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
Taking it back home with me. But like Gabe said as well, like you're doing more pulling than pushing. You're just making contact and pulling that punch back quick. Light and fast is the kind of the concept I use. And depending on what level they are experience-wise, I will have I'll start off maybe just offense, defense. You have all offense, and then you're coming at me. I'm defending. I'm showing you different defenses. And then, we slowly work our way up. Maybe I'll introduce a jab on the next session or next several sessions, and then I'll introduce the cross. Another thing I like to think about is slow motion. So a lot of times a person can't process as fast as we're moving. So if you slow everything down, super slow, the brain speeds up, I feel. The processing speeds up. So you can see what the whole picture looks like in a slower pace. So
that's slow, smooth is fast.
Absolutely.
There you go.
That's actually Coach, that was awesome.
Yeah. That's a break.
Yeah, of course.
One of my least favorite things people do in sparring is when somebody kicks up to the head and they don't respect the shot, so that you've got a foot sitting on your shoulder and then they're like, rah, and they just keep going.
Not respecting
Quit
hits.
doing that.
Yes, yes.
Not respecting hits in general, just because
You're not in this video, right? Cool.
Okay. I just want to.
I hate when you throw a head kick and people just don't respect it at all and they just walk through it. Strap in for you coaches. This is one thing that I do when you're sparring with your students, right? That's a weird dynamic. There's more going on there than you think, because especially on Saturdays, I'm trying to practice too, and I'm constantly struggling with am I trying to teach the guy or am I getting practice? So what I've done is I create this game in my head where I want to reward you for good behavior. Like say, we'll pretend you're one of my students and you're less experienced, and when I start hitting you, you lose your composure, right? Boom, 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 right? So I'll keep doing it and I'll talk to you. I'll say, cover up, cover up, cover up. When you cover up, I reward that. So it's like positive reinforcement. You did a good thing and good things happen for you, right? We'll pretend that you can't hit me at all. You're throwing punches, right? And I'm slipping and rolling and pulling and blocking, and you can't hit me at all. And I could just do whatever I want. But if you start throwing back in the middle of my combo, I'll cover up and reward that good behavior. And again, like these guys are saying, taking the ego out is hard. Because kind of sometimes I think you don't know that that's what's happening.
Yes.
And when I was early on in my coaching career, which you know what I mean when I say early on I was coaching, I wasn't really coaching. All right, now that I've kind of understood what I'm doing a little better, my job is to make you better.
Correct.
So I want to reward that good behavior. If I leave a target out for you to kick, and you kick, I'm gonna let you have it, even though I could do something cute and catch it and do all kinds of cute stuff. You know what I mean? You did a good job. I'm gonna let you have it, and then I'm gonna go back to what Shane said. I'm gonna work on more basic stuff. I could do all kinds of whimsical, wackadoo shenanigans.
Yeah.
But it's pointless if I'm trying to help you get better. So I'm gonna work on just my jab, and if you interrupt my jab, I'm gonna let you work a little bit and then get back on it. And if you start messing up, I'm gonna bully you and I say, come on, man, come on, breathe, focus. Good job. You know what I mean? Taking that ego out of it. And I try to reward that good behavior.
I like that a lot. That's a very good point. Wow. Well, thank you guys so much. And if you guys have any questions, please leave the comment section below. Also leave the information in the description box. Sorry. Started right there. Well, thank you guys. Until next time. Thank you guys.
I told Shane, give me a big sweep. He didn't do the one that I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to catch my leg. He just kicked that one out from underneath me.